now, though. Was he upset about something? If so, he probably wouldn't have been in the mood to help out anyway.
I wonder if Timaeus' research topic is so boring that Albedo finally snapped.
Surely not. It's not that boring, is it?
Nah. Anyway, Paimon wanted to ask you for a favor, Timaeus. Paimon was thinking maybe you could make a device that you put fruits in and it turns them into juice. That way, they'll be preserved for as long as Paimon needs.
Like a juicer?
I don't think even Albedo can make such an incredible device. After all, alchemy is not mechanics.
It's a
There's big
juicer.
difference between
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Unless he specifically says otherwise, Dragonspine is where he usually goes. He seems particularly fond of that place. And somehow, the cold doesn't seem to bother him at all.
Then let's go to Dragonspine.
Like Elsa.
Come on, there's...
It's official. Albedo is Elsa. Cold doesn't bother him anyway. You heard him? He said it. She said the line.
Dragonspine is an excellent place for budding adventurers to challenge themselves and improve, but it's dangerous to go alone.
Did you just use a Zelda line? But also, you know, people hate it here, so. Talk to the lonely Joel? Why are you describing? This is a kid. I don't think you should be describing him like that. Oh, God. I bet he's got no friends. No other kids to play with.
Are you here to build a snowman too?
Do you want to build it? I can't.
Build a snowman. To build snowmen with his dad, and since his dad's not around, we're keeping him company instead.
So I paused it here for a second because I want you to just take a quick look at this outfit from the back, okay? They put this shot in here for a reason. And I don't think they had good intentions when they did it.
No, nothing like that. My mind was on something else, that's all.
Probably
Building a
vengeance.
snowman with Joel, are we?
Hey, what's up with you two? Why are you just staring at each other without saying anything?
We're thinking about vengeance.
Were you staring at me the whole time when everyone was talking? You
Yes,
shan't be getting off lightly for that.
because the Mihoyo picks the right angles.
Fine. But for that, you will pay.
Huh?
Vengeance.
Pay for what?
Why did you give the spot to Yula?
Because I didn't want to do it. Fuck it, Paimon. We got shit to do in Dragon's Mind.
Oh, okay.
I know that voice.
Albedo.
What brings you to Dragonspine?
Albedo.
You want to learn to paint?
No, not for me. For the Traveler. Paimon wants the Traveler to learn how to paint.
No.
During our travels, we sometimes have
I don't
nights
want to
where
paint.
there's nothing.
No. I don't want to paint.
Thieves! It's gotta be.
Some things are missing.
Nothing valuable, hopefully. Wait, where's Paimon's Bora?
It's hard to say their value, but some of my alchemy notes are missing.
Alchemy notes? Would they fetch a high price?
To the uninitiated, they are merely scraps of paper. But for someone who knows what they're doing, the knowledge contained in those notes is more valuable than any treasure. I have an idea. I'll go in alone. Traveler, please stay here and guard the entrance. This cavern has 2 points of entry, and there are shortcuts inside. Judging from the state of the footprints, he hasn't been in there long. I should be able to reach the other side before he does.
He? Who's he?
Cut him off at both ends.
Oh, the
Good
thief.
idea.
Whoever
There's-
apprehends the thief first has to notify the other party.
We're just assuming the thief is a
This way we're
guy?
fully covered. Still,
Doesn't
Safety
feel
comes
very
first.
progressive of
we
you,
do not yet know
Albedo.
the identity of our thief. Please take care.
We'll be
Thieves can be women too.
Okay. See you shortly.
Oh, look at all that star silver over there. Why don't we gather it up for Albedo? It's right next to the cavern, so we won't be going far. If anything happens outside, we can be right back here in no time.
Paimon's working with the thief. She wants me to turn my back on the cave so the thief can get away.
Yay! Let's get started.
Oh, so after all that, we still don't even know who the thief was? What a waste. Still, we won't be going back completely empty-handed. We did some mining.
Mining?
Here or there.
I bet Albedo's like, bruh, you guys supposed to be looking out for the cave, the thief. What if he got away? You just mining.
Yes, it's all the thief's fault. The notes mean a lot to me. I'm not quite
I'm
ready
gonna
to
say
give up the
that
search
every
yet.
time something terrible
Let's
happens
keep
to
an
me.
eye out for clues as we go.
If I run out of milk, it's the thief's fault.
Useless things should be disposed of at the outset.
Right. Saves a lot of time that way.
That's kind of
Efficiency
dark,
first.
Albedo.
Is anybody there? Help me!
Bennett.
No,
So sorry to trouble you guys again. The key should be someplace nearby. Please, help me find it.
Or you could use your fucking elemental skill and burn this wooden cage with your fire. Wood too strong? No. Burn it with your fire. Only then, once you light the cage on fire, will I save you. Alright. Time to set the cage on
Fire!
Razor's not an adventurer. And as the leader of Benny's adventure team, as well as the only actual member, I had to come on my own. But now I've been stuck here for so long, I probably missed it. Oh, I hope Cyrus doesn't get mad at me.
So, wait. So when he's all like, Benny's adventure team assemble, it's just him? It's just him? The whole... I thought he actually had an adventure team this whole time. Oh my god. It hurts.
Fully understand what's going on, but it seems like it's mostly my fault.
No. Bennett, this is not because of you. You needn't blame yourself.
That's right, Bennett. You don't blame yourself, buddy boy. Alright, this is Paimon's fault. Even though you could have totally burned the wooden cage you're in with your fire ability. But whatever, it's Paimon.
There you are. Stay right there. You have a lot of explaining to do.
Did you see that ass? Did you see it? Alright? They did that on purpose. They did that on purpose. Okay? Who knows what they're doing, okay? They show you shots like that, so you're like, huh. Maybe I should pull for Eula.
Albedo, I saw you taking Jewel towards the wasteland at the edge of Dragonspine. That place is crawling with monsters. What the devil do you think you were doing? When I came to stop you from leading Joel any further, your first reaction was to throw the child down and attack me. When I fought back, you quickly fled. Care to explain?
It sounds like you met an imposter. Someone who was impersonating me.
Impersonating you? To what end?
I am a synthetic human being. A human forged by human hand. The one who created me. My mother and teacher. Her name is Rhydaughter. A researcher from Conria. Also known as Gold. I am indeed somewhat older than my appearance might suggest. Traveler, what is your general feeling toward Dragonspine? You've visited numerous times now. Would you say it's a cold, eerie, and melancholy place?
What do you mean? I'm so happy to be here. Every time I'm here, freezing my ass off. It's so much fun. Woo!
The work that lies ahead will occupy me completely. I'm afraid I will be unable to entertain you beyond this point.
I'm sure there's a few women who you would like you to occupy them, Albedo, or men, you know. I'm not sure what they're into. This is the okay.
we're Dragonspine veterans by now.
I wish we weren't though. Oh, I could. Okay, I can just keep doing the story. I thought I needed to do the event. like the event stuff.
Albedo!
Oh, this is nice.
We investigated all over the mountain, actually, but we didn't see anyone that looked like you or
No,
hear of
I
anyone else
didn't.
Still, there is one thing I found. I discovered footprints on some parts of the mountain, and although they were a little covered by the snow,
What
I
did
could
you do
tell
that?
they'd been left
'Cause-
by
'cause
someone
I didn't
on the
see you move.
similar side.
That was nothing really. We just hit a few landslides and snowdrifts and took a few downhill tumbles. You know the deal.
Bennett, you're describing a lot of very serious things in a not serious way, and that's concerning. What have you gone through? What has your life been like?
Oh, 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 oh! Ow, my butt! What is this shard of ice doing here?
How truly miraculous.
What did you just
This
say?
is a miracle of misfortune.
What?
Amber will fall asleep in the snow if we keep going much longer.
Good.
Come on.
Let's leave her here.
Now, in your mind's
Hey.
eye, what is written on Paimon's face?
Paimon's all out of brain juice? Paimon's peeved. Dopey but adorable. You know, I've thought about this a lot. And you know, if I had to pick one of these three, alright? We all know. She's out of brain juice.
Is that how Paimon...
Well, you look kind of sad when I picked that.
Let's move on to the body. Come on, paint what you see when you look at Paimon.
Delicious food. A top tier fly. Top tier. Whoa. Already I don't want to pick this. If you had just said a flying pet, I'd be like, you know what? That's fine. You know, people. I guarantee everyone's gonna pick this. I kind of want to pick this just to see what she says.
Paimon's starting to feel like this is not going to turn out so great.
Bitch, I complimented you. You, Paimon, you bitch.
The brushwork
Perfect.
is smooth, and the composition seems professional quality. You had no problems there. So what the heck happened with the face, huh? Explain that stupid expression! Explain it!
It's perfect.
Smooth, professional quality.
Thank you, Albedo. Thank you. Someone recognizes talent when they see it. Real recognize real. That's what I'm talking about, alright?
Alright then. Paimon,
Please.
is this better?
It's
What the fuck is that?
a total ground-up overhaul, that's what it is! It's so pretty! Is that really what Paimon looks like?
Paimon, you bitch!
Wow! Thanks, Albedo.
Oh, I merely added a flourish here and there. You should be thanking the traveler.
Flourish my ass. You repainted it.
Ground up
Flourish
overhaul
my
is
ass.
nice and accurate. Huh? Oh no! Avalanche!
Paimon, are you all right? Are you hurt?
Paimon's fine.
Why did the traveler just do that weird animation? With their hands just now?
Either path will work for us. The smaller trail is less worn and harder to see, but it's also shorter. Since everyone is weary, I suggest we take the shortcut. Follow me.
bro, this music. Who told MiHoYo to do this to me? With this music, bro. Oh. I don't think it's gonna be a playable character. Does he have the weapons in the event?
It's not over yet.
Lament! Worthless! Here!
What in the
Well, that was
world
easy, guys.
that thing? One moment it was human, the next it was a plant.
Is everyone alright? Traveler, how could you tell the real me and my imposter apart?
I want to know too.
The
I
voice.
had no idea the other guy was an imposter. They looked exactly the same to me.
Star shaped mark
I
last
see.
night. Did he?
Yes. This mark. Perhaps it's where it all began. I presume that the imposter intentionally avoided replicating this mark so as not to become less than perfect himself. It starts with an alchemist.
Of course.
The
it
great
does.
alchemist once created Subject 1. Subject 1 was her proudest achievement, and successfully blended into human society. No one ever would have thought that this friend of theirs was in fact a synthetic human. However, unbeknownst to Subject 1, the alchemist had tried the same experiment many times before he had come into being. Some of the rejects from failed experiments had been discarded, but had not died. Subject 2 was one such failed experiment. He was swallowed by a great dragon that came to rest upon a snow-swept mountain. Many years later, he was resurrected by the dragon's mysterious power. He saw all kinds of people on the mountain, including Subject 1, who had somehow miraculously blended in among them. Never in Subject 2's wildest imagination had he thought it possible for experimental life forms such as they to deceive everyone so successfully. He saw the way humans accepted Subject 1 as a friend, witnessed their affection as they addressed him by name. This was what Subject 2 wanted. Now, all that Subject 2 desired was to replace Subject 1 and take the joy of his existence for himself. He stole Subject 1's books and notes and studied all that Subject 1 had learned from the alchemist. Subject 2 was highly intelligent, and he learned quickly. He changed his face into an exact replica of Subject 1's face. Then, he found a plant with mimicry capabilities and transformed it using dragon blood and alchemy. And so, not only did Subject 2 transform his own appearance to perfectly match that of Subject 1, he also created a third entity, Subject 3. But Subject 2 wanted to become a perfected human. So, he erased a mark in both his and Subject 3's necks. For these marks were symbols of imperfection. In my view, it was probably a subconscious act, an instinct. He so desperately craved to become a perfect human being that he forgot something. Human beings are defined by their flaws. Subject 2's plan was meticulously crafted. Subject 3 would draw Subject 1's attention. After Subject 1 disposed of Subject 3, he would assume the threat had now disappeared and would let his guard down. The next moment that Subject 1 was alone, Subject 2 would make his move. He would eliminate Subject 1 and become the only one remaining. He would secretly replace the Subject 1 of everyone's memories and inherit his identity, residence, clothing, sword, name, and friends. People would have no idea that the individual they knew had become somebody else from one day to the next. But just before Subject 2 could carry out his plan, a unique stranger entered the mix. Subject 2 tried to make contact with this person, but found that they could somehow sense he was different from Subject 1. What's wrong? Are you scared?
What happened then? What happened to the stranger?
He became a new stage in Subject 2's plan. One more person that Subject 2 had to dispose of. It's as if there were 3 identical roses in a garden. Only one of the 3 was a fine specimen, while the other 2 were defective specimens that bore poisonous thorns. In all the world, only the gardener who tended to them could tell which was the good specimen. People do not like poisonous plants. Only a perfect rose can fetch a high price. If the inferior specimens wanted to conceal the fact of their worthlessness, they would have to take the gardener out of the picture, using their poisonous thorns. This is exactly what Subject 2 was thinking. So, he hid in the shadows and waited patiently. Maybe soon, he would get his chance to become truly human.
Paimon wants a machine that can turn fruit into juice and keep the juice fresh. I mean, surely it's...
Majorly important, that's what it is. If you can manage to invent this, we'll never have to worry about fruit going bad ever again.
Wait,
That's
so
impossible.
refrigerator? Wait. 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 Wait.
Turning fruit into juice is not hard, but keeping it fresh is more difficult. But if you simply want to keep the fruit from rotting, there are many ways to achieve this. Right, Traveler?
Okay, that was scary.
What about his neck?
What's wrong? Is there something on my neck? From the look on your face, it's as if you thought I just played a practical joke on you that was in exceedingly poor taste. My story. Yes, I should have known. Master's failed specimen in the dragon's belly. This is where the story truly begins. If we switched places, if you were the survivor, then as the abandoned experiment, the failure of the primordial human project, I'd want to replace you too. I would replicate your appearance, study your alchemy, and create miraculous life forms to divert your attention. I would wait for the right moment, then dispose of you in the Traveler, the sole person to have known your secret. And then, I could finally experience the joy of being brought into the world.